Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the AhsokaTanoFan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is time for another episode of Tales of the Jedi. I'm really loving Ahsoka's arc so far. During the last episode, we saw Anakin really push her to her limits, basically, with these training exercises, but these would ultimately pay off during Order 66. He said the best way to protect her was to teach her how to protect herself. So you really saw that she was able to do that during Order 66 thanks to his teaching. So it's like a huge tragic irony, so to speak. So it was really nice to see that. And it was just nice to see Anakin and Ahsoka bonding time. I mentioned in my last video, but I could literally just watch hours of that, just them training and seeing their relationship and their dynamic. I think that they're one of the most powerful duos that we've seen. So yeah, it looks like in this episode, we're gonna do another time jump here. It's called Resolve. It takes place, I believe, based on her outfit during season 7, the walkabout arc, sometime around there. Maybe we'll see her kind of struggle a little bit with her post leaving the Order life. And oh my gosh, what am I saying? In the trailer, they did show the Inquisitor. So I think we're gonna see her face off against the Inquisitor, perhaps the same one that was in the Ahsoka novel, the Sixth Brother. And if that were the case, then we'll also see how she got her white lightsabers. That battle was pretty epic in the book, so I'm so excited to see how they show it in this episode, or if it is in fact the same battle. But yeah, anyways guys, let's not waste too much time. Let's get right to it. Let's force our way into the episode and check out what's in store for us. Oh, was this Padme's funeral? I could just tell by the music. Wow. And Ahsoka's gonna be there. That's Mon Mothma, Bail Organa. Oh, does he see her there? Oh. Now she's gone. Wow, how crazy is that? He saw her there. Is he gonna talk to her? Or?
You shouldn't have come here.
Oh, she looks so sad.
There's nothing you could have done for either of them. Why risk it?
She was my friend.
There's a patrol coming. You must leave. This way.
Oh. Yeah, this is right after her and Rex escape the ship.
If you need anything, you can contact me with this.
No,
No.
I'm tired of fighting.
What?
You there?
Is she gonna be gone? Yeah.
What can I do for you, officer?
Ahsoka, just take the comm, man.
I'm afraid no one's allowed back here, Senator.
It's easy to get lost with all that has happened. Still, we have a duty, don't we? When we're able.
Oh, he's speaking to her.
And if you should ever need anything, please contact me.
Good, she kept it. Ah, so he was saying all that to her. Well done, Bail. Oh man, she just pulled a Batman there. Wow, so this is post Clone Wars series finale. That's crazy. Oh, there's Rex there. Wow. So where are they gonna go? So she still would have to think that Anakin died or something because she doesn't yet know that he's Vader. She doesn't know that until Rebels. Is this a time jump here? I wonder if these are the characters from the book, guys. Because they were farmers in the book.
This is my payload, not yours.
I'm just telling you, you gotta hurry up.
You can't leave it like that.
I'm hungry.
Well, she's gonna get hurt, isn't she? Or Ahsoka's gonna save her? Oh, shit. She did save her, didn't she? She used the Force to create that. Oh, when she outed herself? I thought she did it secretly. Oh, they didn't notice.
Lucky.
Oh, she flat out saved her. So is that Kaden from the book? Or her sister?
Ashla, come sit with us.
Maybe she's afraid to make friends again. Because she doesn't want to lose them.
Emperor Palpatine brought peace.
Through persecution.
child.
Not citizens like us. Only rebels who threaten the Empire.
Is Ahsoka gonna say anything?
Only if you aren't loyal.
We are safe, but not because of the Empire.
Oh boy. You know what my question is? When's the Inquisitor coming?
We have to take the harvest over to Mon Hela tomorrow.
Is your brother coming along?
But we'll be fine, won't we? Master Jedi.
Oh.
You have it wrong.
Why didn't you tell us?
There's nothing to tell.
Mm-mm.
It's our secret. I'll meet you near the field. At first light.
It's definitely different because in the books, she didn't reveal herself that way. And when she did reveal herself, they were all mad at her. And I'm pretty sure that girl had a sister, not a brother. Was he listening? Oh, he's gonna out her. So he can be loyal to the Empire.
See you tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, what did he
Of
do?
course, be with you.
Oh, he's gonna potentially get his sister killed, man.
I couldn't get half what they offered us last season.
Shoot. Did the Empire do that? Oh my gosh, they're all dead. Oh no, it's the Inquisitor, I bet you. Waiting there for her. Do you still feel like they won't hurt you if you're loyal?
You claim a Jedi was here, and yet no one.
Oh man,
I turned her in. I should be rewarded.
you have it wrong.
Lie to me and expect Imperial favor.
He's not lying.
Mm-mm. Oh,
And who might you be?
Let them go.
See? I told you they'd be back.
this guy's gonna get himself killed, man.
Here is your reward.
He's gonna kill him. He almost did. Grievous did the same thing in the Clone Wars before. So now he can see she used the Force.
Can it be?
You're no match for my girl, even if she has no lightsaber.
You're supposed to be dead.
Her theme's playing again.
Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, he knows her name too. That's what she did in Rebels. Ah, whoa. Just like that. Damn.
Look what you did.
Sorry.
Are the sabers gonna be white now, or?
More will come. You're going to have to leave.
Where?
Is she gonna bring them somewhere safe? Or she's contacting Bail, I bet you. There he is. Now she's gonna get back to him?
You lost this. Are you sure you're ready to get back into the fight?
She's ready. All right. Very good. Very well done. So they definitely borrowed elements of the book there. Although some things were a little bit different. In the book, they were all farmers, but the girl, Kaden, had a sister in the novel. And in this episode, she had a brother. And she wasn't exposed quite that way. There was already rumors that she was on the planet. And so Imperial forces came, and to stop them from basically massacring her friends, she used the Force against the troopers, and that's what exposed her. And then eventually she fought with the Inquisitor, and then that's how she got her white lightsabers. So they showed things a little bit differently, and not everything that we saw in the book, but obviously, understandably, the episode's only it's like 16 minutes long. But I'm wondering though, does that mean that that part of the book is not canon? I'm thinking. The book also references Ahsoka and Maul's fight, which ended up being different when we saw it in the Clone Wars series finale, the final arc. Yeah, I guess certain parts of the book are not canon anymore. Anyways, nonetheless, that was a great episode. I loved seeing Ahsoka's life post Order 66. The opening shot was with Padme's funeral, and Ahsoka went there, and again, you see her carry her mother's lessons with her throughout her life. And her mother said, you must face death, you can't fear it. And that was essentially what she was doing with Padme. She was going to her funeral, even though it wasn't convenient at all for her to be there. In fact, it was dangerous for her to be there. But when Bail asked her why she was there, she said she's my friend. So Ahsoka's willing to face danger and confront death when it comes to honoring or protecting the ones that she cares about. So you saw her do that with Padme's funeral, and you saw her do that at the end there by battling the Inquisitor and admitting that yes, she was in fact the Jedi he was looking for in order to save her friends. So that's what makes her such a likable character and such a great hero. Anakin did say in the prior episode, the best way to protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself. As sad as it is that he is obviously at the head of the Empire, his teachings really have allowed Ahsoka to not only protect herself, but to protect others and those around her. And you saw an example of that this episode when she was able to protect everybody. I love the fact that we saw her interact with Bail in this episode, just kind of reminding us again her early involvement in the rebellion against the Empire. You saw at the beginning that she said she was tired of fighting, which understandably so. We saw what her and Rex went through. She just had to not only survive an intense battle, but she buried a bunch of people that she fought alongside all this time during the Clone Wars. So having to go through that battle and then bury your friends, that's really physically and mentally taxing. So it's understandable she wasn't willing to fight anymore. But then of course by the end she does have that change of heart, and she realizes that there's still so much worth fighting for. When she sees the injustice and oppression happening because of the Empire, she realizes that she can't just sit back and do nothing. And that's kind of what Bail had said to her at the beginning. He was talking to the troopers, but he was also obviously indirectly talking to her. And I believe what he said was how it's easy to get lost during times like these, but still we have a duty. And so he's telling her, it's understandable that you're obviously shaken up by everything that's happened, but eventually you have to kind of overcome these emotions and turn it into something good, because we still do have a duty to protect what's good in the galaxy. And so it's nice that she was able to come to that realization by the end there and then agree to join Bail Organa. And then of course we see her in Rebels. She uses the alias Fulcrum for some time, and then Fulcrum is eventually revealed to be Ahsoka. I still remember that reveal. That was a huge one, Ahsoka being introduced in Rebels there. But now we're seeing the early Fulcrum stages and just how she started working with Bail Organa. Bail also said to her at Padme's funeral, you can't blame yourself for either of them. So I assume that she thinks Anakin is dead, because of course she doesn't know that Anakin is Vader yet, because she obviously doesn't find out that Anakin is Vader till later, right? Hey, that rhymed. It was also interesting to hear the talk about politics this episode between the girl who I'm pretty sure is Kaden from the novel, Kaden Larte, and her brother. They had kind of conflicting views. The brother was very much thinking along the lines of, as long as you're loyal to the Empire, it'll be fine. And that clearly wasn't the case by the end of the episode. But even in the Dooku episodes, we saw a lot of political talk when the Republic was in power and there was still injustice happening. And it kind of lets you know that there is injustice with both of these forms of government to a certain degree. Obviously the Empire being worse, but I think that the Republic in a way failed the people because there was so much injustice happening and people were not in livable conditions. They kind of looked to somebody else to be the solution to those problems, and I guess that somebody else was the Empire at the time, which in turn ended up being worse. But yeah, it's always interesting hearing the political perspectives that these characters have with regards to the Empire and the Republic, because they are both very different yet similar in ways. And then you see Ahsoka kind of just silently observing in the background there, because she obviously has no allegiance to either side really. She's just a gray person in the middle that wants to do good and wants to help people. But then by the end, of course, she does pick a side and ends up joining the rebellion against the Empire. And that whole fight scene was just amazing to watch. It almost reminded me, spoiler if you haven't seen Rebels yet, but of Obi-Wan and Maul's fight in Rebels. It was like one of the best and most intense fights, but one of the shortest ones that just ended with a quick death. And that's what Ahsoka did there. You saw her do something similar to what she did in Rebels, and now we know where she got the skill from, that she's been practicing it for quite some time. She deactivated his lightsaber on one end and then used the other end to slice him. And I believe actually she did something similar to Maul as well in the Clone Wars final season when she was fighting him in the Phantom Apprentice episode. She kind of has a way of looking danger in the face and then kind of using that danger to her benefit and kind of turning it around on the other person. She did something similar when she was a kid, but of course she didn't kill the creature, but she used the creature to help her get back home rather than having to kill it. And in this episode, rather than having to rely on a weapon, she just used his own weapon against him. That's essentially what the rebellion is about, kind of using the Empire against itself, so to speak, right? Infiltrating it from within. And you notice that she used the name Ashla as well. This is the name that she used in the book. Because obviously she couldn't use her real name. And Ashla was actually also one of the moons of the planet Tython, and actually Ashla and the other moon were supposed to symbolize the light and dark side of the Force, which is very symbolic because Ahsoka herself is kind of a gray Jedi now. She's not fully light or fully dark. Ashla was actually the name of the young Jedi youngling that was seen in the prequels as well. And Ashla was a name that Dave Filoni was considering when he was in his early stages of creating the character of Ahsoka. So all in all, Ashla is a hugely symbolic name, especially for Ahsoka. And I believe that's why they chose it for her both in the novel and in this episode. Anyways, guys, great episode. You guys let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you for the next episode of Tales of the Jedi. Until next time, guys, take care and see you soon.